So this proof illustrates my favorite proof strategy, which is backward planning. Here we want to prove the conclusion that it is not the case that if A then B from the premise A and not B. Now, backward planning suggests identify the main connective of your conclusion and use the corresponding introduction rule for proving your conclusion. So in this case, the main connective is the negation sign, and so backward planning suggests to prove this conclusion using negation introduction. So I'll just put negation introduction here, and then some question marks, since I have not yet proven this. Now, negation introduction always proceeds by means of a subproof that starts with the assumption of what we want to negate. So I'm going to start with the assumption that if A then B, and I want to derive bottom from this assumption, since then we can infer that it is not the case that if A then B using negation introduction. Okay, so how can we proceed? I see that in my first premise here I have the conjunction A and not B, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use conjunction elimination to infer both conjuncts, A and not B. And I can justify both inferences by means of conjunction elimination applied to line 1. And now I can apply conditional elimination to lines 2 and 3 to infer B. So in line 2 we have the conditional if A then B, and in line 3 we have the antecedent of that conditional A, and so conditional elimination allows me to infer B from these two lines. And now I just need to fill in the gaps. I can now justify bottom by means of bottom introduction applied to lines 4 and 5, and I can justify my final conclusion that it's not the case that if A and B by means of negation introduction applied to the whole subproof from line 2 to 6. And that's it. So here we have seen a proof that makes use of the proof strategy backward planning.